Mrs. Anderson, and today we're going to make a mac and cheese bar, which is basically macaroni and cheese brought up a level. So this will be something you might want to do for a party, you might want to do it for your family. A mac and cheese bar is like a salad bar, but instead of lettuce, you start off with macaroni and cheese. So here are some of the toppings so you'll know where we're going. We've got some chives, we've got some crunched up croutons, we have pepperoni, some bacon, crumbled bacon. We've got some extra cheese, and then sauces. You might like sriracha or hot sauce. If you don't like hot, you might want Worcestershire, buffalo sauce, you might want teriyaki, whatever you like, or you might not want any sauce at all. Okay, so we're also going to have vegetables. A little roasted broccoli and roasted peppers. So let me show you how we start there. All right, so you're going to start your elbow macaroni. Okay, so while your macaroni is boiling, you're going to get started with your veggies. So I start with some broccoli that's been frozen and thawed out because I like that bright green color, because how many of you like to eat brown broccoli? I don't. So you just simply, I've washed my hands, you simply cut it in little pieces. Like so. Okay. So then you take your bell pepper, and I've already started cutting this. So what I want to do now is just get a little bit of a side of it. I don't want any of the seeds. So if we want to get rid of those seeds and that little bit of fiber there, it's going to knock it off. And then just make some nice little strips. Okay, this one has some of that fiber in it. We want to get rid of that. Nobody likes to see that. Okay, so we put our strips down. And before you roast this, you're going to put a little bit together, add some olive oil, which is very good for you. It's much better for you than peanut oil or sunflower, which is saturated. So you just drizzle a little bit of oil and vinegar, oil there. Get some pepper, a little bit of salt. And then you just kind of move it around so that everything's coated, then you spread it back out. And you put this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. So here we go. Okay. So I've actually already made some of this. So we're going to add this to our bowl. Let's go back over to here. So we're going to add our broccoli and our peppers, and our guests who don't like green vegetables will have a red vegetable. You can also use zucchini, you can use onions, you can use any kind of vegetable that you like, and that will add a little bit of crunch and vitamins to your meal. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now we're going to go back to the macaroni and cheese. Okay, so my macaroni's already cooked. We're just going to put this in. I use a 9 by 13 inch pan, and this will fill it up pretty well. Let's see, that's all gonna clump out of one big clump. There we go. And so you can see it's still steaming. So you just get this to unclump a little bit, and then we're going to add ingredients for our sauce. Now this is a very, very simple way to make macaroni and cheese. Could not be simpler. So you have a cup of milk, and you just pour that in there. And then you have a can of cheese soup. So you just get this in here. Spoon this in, and we're just gonna stir it up. Okay. Stir this around. And this is the fun part. It's the relaxing part of cooking. You can just, I'm relaxed. So you can make this for your mom. Let's say that your mom and dad are working and you get home from school and you think, I'm gonna surprise them with a mac and cheese bar. So it'll be like, surprise, Mom and Dad, we're having a party. Okay. And who doesn't like a party in the middle of the week? Make sure you get all of that cheese covered here. Okay. So your oven should be cooled off a little bit from when you made your vegetables. So you need the oven to be at 350 degrees now. I'm going to kind of mash this down a little bit. Smooth it out. Okay. Now, you have your Colby Jack cheese. It's a pound of cheese. You can use whatever cheese that you want. If you prefer cheddar or maybe pepper jack. I actually was in my house the other day and I realized I had 3 different kinds of cheeses that were open. So I just thought, okay, let's mix them up and see how it turns out. Turned out great. Okay, so just add your cheese here. Dump it on out. All right, and then you just spread this out over the top. This is what makes it so delicious. This is gonna start bubbling. Okay. So here we go. So all you have to do. So go pop this in the oven at 350. Okay, so this goes in for about 35 or 40 minutes until it's nice and bubbly. Set your timer. Don't forget to set your timer. Or you might forget about it and you'll end up with a rock instead of your macaroni and cheese. So we'll start this. Okay, so as you can see, I already have one that I made earlier today. So here is your macaroni and cheese. Like crunchy cheese. So there, little non-crunchies. Okay. And I am not a fan of chives, so I'm not getting that. But I will get some of my crumbles. And I'll get some bacon. I love bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? Bacon on anything. And a little of these veggies. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. That's good. That's really good.